Good morning, Soul Family. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for your likes, your subscribes, your views, your comments, your shares. I appreciate everyone. The super thanks, the donations, everything and everyone. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Let's clear the energy and let's see what the message the Spirit has for us today. We're just going to do a quick daily read. I say quick, it'll be like an hour later. Just do a quick daily read. Did y'all see that? I was shaking it, nothing was happening, and then it started to ring. It's kind of like odd, like ringing the bell. Hello, hello, is anybody there? Ooh, ooh. Are you listening? Do you see this? Do you hear this? Are you paying attention? And then all of a sudden somebody goes, oh, oh, I see it now. Oh, I get it. Now I get it. Bottom of the deck. Home. Something about home. But we're going to find out what's going on, what you're working on, what's going on at home, what's unexpected, what you put in, and then the possible outcome for the day. So let's try and figure this out together. What's going on? Dear Spirit, show me what's going on with what are we working on? What are we working on? Show me what we're working on. Thank you. Thank you. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot that's going on in our life. Religion, witch, service, snake, martyr, time, and location. Someone, it's like they are following this tried and true way of living, this conformed way of living. And it's like they might be, with someone who's a witch. It's like, and this person, they keep putting themselves out there, being of service, being a kind, gentle, loving, caring person. But they're doing it to a snake. Something about somebody is martyring themselves. It's like they're really doing too much. And something about this time, they really need to look at this. They need to look at what they're doing and who they're doing it for. It's almost like this person feels like it's safe to do it from this location. Or something about location. Maybe somebody feels that they're working on something. They're trying to do this, they're trying to do that, they're trying to stick within this conformed way of life, or they're acting like they're sticking in this conformed way of life, but they're to this person that they actually kind of feel like this person is a witch, but this person isn't a witch. This person really is of service, but they're a snake. They're a snake. But something about it is going to change, though. Something about whatever is being worked on, it's being worked on. Spirit's working this out on our behalf. So let's talk about what's going on at home. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on at home? Well, a lot's going on at home. There's some things we see and we know about, and then a couple things we don't. It's about something about a promise. Could have been a promise that somebody made to themselves, to another person, but something about a promise. But something about that promise, there was also some type of prophecy. Like somebody could see something, somebody said something, somebody could see it. Because whatever it was, it was about this love. Maybe a visitor came to visit at home. While you were at home, a visitor came. This loving visitor came that's also peaceful and in their purpose. So it's like someone made a promise to somebody who, is a prophet, but they're very loving. Maybe they visited you at one point, but they're very peaceful and they're in their purpose. And that's what you see, but what you don't see, privilege and play. This is someone who they feel like they're privileged. Like it's okay for them to play around with you. They kind of feel like, oh, you would be fun. The good time person. You know. Somebody they can have fun with and they put up. But this is somebody that it's like you want to afford some type of privilege to. Because it's something about this person. It's like this person sees so much. It's like they it's like I think that you think about this person a lot. How peaceful this person is, how in this how in the purpose this person is. Like somebody made a promise to someone, and it's almost like to give them maybe a life that they can, instead of having to work so hard, but to do something that they love, to do something that they think is fun, to do something that they are good at. But it's almost like to afford someone the ability to play more. Something about this person, they're a teacher, but someone is learning a lesson. They're learning something. The bell, they weren't getting it at first, but boom, all of a sudden they get it. They get the lesson. Told you something about it. Something about that work, whatever they were working on, something that they're working on is changing because they learned a lesson. They understood the assignment. And now they're observing. They're looking. They're looking at somebody who is in their true north. They're looking at somebody as they are on their path, on their journey, wherever their life is leading them. They're looking at how they are, how they act, how they respond. What's unexpected? What's coming in that we don't see? What's coming in? What's unexpected, Spirit? Show me what's unexpected. This is what somebody else put in, or what's unexpected that's coming in, whether that was a gift from Spirit or whatever. Something unexpected is coming in. Thank you. Something wants to jump out. Thank you. It's like somebody's thinking about you. Someone feels haunted. They're really in their thoughts. That's confirmation. They're really in their thoughts about, this could be somebody that you're connected to. This is somebody that could be in your family. But this is somebody you taught a lesson. This is somebody who's learned a lesson. This is someone who understood the assignment. This is somebody who understands now about spirituality. See, they peg someone to be who is spiritual to be negative. They see now that this person is so optimistic, that this person doesn't even have to see anything to believe it. Not in a bad way, but I'm talking about with faith. The amount of a mustard seed of faith. This is why this person receives justice, because you know what, their ancestors, their spirit guides, all of them are around protecting them. This person thought they was so smart. This wise guy thought he was so smart, spreading all this lies, all this propaganda, all this rigmarole, all this bullshit to people that could have been in your family, part of your family. This person is thinking about this shit now. They're really thinking about everything, and they understand, and they did it because they were just jealous of your personality. They wanted your personality to be their personality, but guess what? That's not your fucking fault. This person, they thinking about how they tried so hard to outshine you. How they tried so hard to outshine you. How they tried so hard for you to want to dim your light. And this has been going on since you was a child. No matter what you did, it was not ever good enough. Somebody at home, they're thinking about that. They're thinking about that, how they led the charge, how they created this whole entire mess, how they led the charge and created this whole big bag of stinky ass bullshit. And now they're haunted. They're haunted because you are no longer there. Now this player, they're thinking about that, and it's like they want your your forgiveness. They want your forgiveness today because they're having a hard time working some things out. They're having a hard time going through some things. It's like the shit that they tried to put you through, they're going through right now. And they understand that they're smart enough to know it's because them living on the wild side, them wanting to create chaos and havoc and a cacophony for you just for their own entertainment so that people would just walk the fuck away from you. They did that just for them. What did you do? Nothing. So now, because you did nothing, it's hurting somebody. It's messing them up because their conscience is talking to them. They expected you to do something. They wanted you to do something. They wanted you to lash out. They wanted you to say something, to throw a rock, to hit them, to try and slash their tires. They wanted you to post something on social media. They wanted you to do something so that it would make them feel better and it would ease their conscience. But you chose to do nothing. And it's what's haunting them. It's what's fucking them up because they see that it was just, and everyone else sees it was just about a need to feed their ego. A big need to feed their ego. That somebody is, they're haunted by it, thinking about all of this. They're thinking about all of this. Let's find out what you put in. You remembered the backstory. There's a whole backstory. And you may be putting it out on pen and paper. You may be writing a book talking about that same family, talking about that same person who was supposed to be the leader, but all they did was play games. Talking about how you had to learn some really, really harsh lessons, and this is how you ended up learning about spirituality. There's a whole backstory. There's a whole lot of shit that people don't know. And people, this is why they're figuring out it don't make a difference where you at, what you doing, where you're going in life, what's happening in your life. It don't make a difference what you have, what you don't have, who you know, who you don't know, what they have, what they don't know, what someone gives you, what they don't give you. All of that shit don't matter because you are happy within yourself. People are seeing that. People are seeing it. They understand the story now. They understand in your side of the situation. They understand and okay, you had to leave these motherfuckers to go be with some people that deserve to be with you. Because those others did. They did not deserve to be with you. And you definitely did not deserve to have to go through that. That whole wise guy, the one that was leading the tribe, everyone's looking at the wise guy now. Everyone's seeing who did what. I just saw like this picture of a light coming on and roaches scattering. Because everybody is remembering your personality. Everybody's remembering you've always been easygoing. You've always been laughing and loving life and loving people and and giving and always wanting people to see themselves in the best light because you were not shown yourself to be in the best light by these people. There's a whole backstory as to why you are the way you are. And it is haunting somebody to know that that whole story is going to come out. Somebody had married a witch and they didn't know it. They thought that this person was really a kind, gentle person, but this person was really a snake. What they did was they didn't realize that this person, they martyred themselves time after time after time, bent to this snake's every whim, every time, because in actuality they were really afraid of this person. They were afraid of what this person would do to them. And they're thinking about that now. That's some shit that they already did. That's some shit that they already worked on. That's some shit that already done happened. But they made a promise to somebody. They made a promise to somebody that they made a promise to somebody. They swore that they would honor this promise. And the person that they swore that they honored this promise to has come back. Has come back to visit them. This is somebody that they loved, and they love this person, and this person loved them, and they promised this person. This person has come back from the other side, visiting them, reminding them, telling them, listen, remember, you made this promise to me. They had this visitation while they were sleeping. You made this promise to me. This is part of your purpose. Could have to do with the child or something. A privileged child, something about whenever they were young, whenever they, maybe something happened to this privileged child in their childhood. But somebody made a commitment, they made a promise, and now that promise that they're not keeping is haunting them. There's a whole backstory. What's the possible outcome for this day? What is the possible outcome, Spirit? Someone has learned a valuable lesson, the difference between religion and spirituality. Between spirituality and being a witch. Someone has learned the difference between the light and the dark. Someone could be a family member. They're thinking about everything. They're remembering everything about you since you was a little baby. How you was when you was a little baby. How you was when you was a little toddler and a little child, and maybe how your grandparents protected you and looked out for you and was really, really particular about you. They didn't understand that back then. They was jealous because they didn't realize at that time their parents, grandparents, somebody in their family was letting them know this person, that this child that's being protected is a leader. This is a born leader. But somebody was so jealous. They wanted to be the leader. They wanted to be the matriarch or the patriarch. They wanted to be the one that everyone followed, but it was could have been their parents or somebody that said, no, this one is a leader. This one is a born leader. This one has a purpose. This one has a gift. This one has a reason. And it's like before they passed on, they made this person promise to protect this person. This person needs to be at peace at all times so they can remain in their purpose. And their purpose is to have a certain privilege, but it's to help these other people to remember about their inner child. Remember who they were as a child to help them learn how to play more. There's a whole backstory. This person is a healer. Somebody didn't want to be healed. They just wanted to be saved. The hermit. Could be an earth sign we're talking about. They didn't want to be healed. They just want to be saved. They want to come in like they're all honorable and loving, but they're really not. They don't want to be healed. They just want to be saved. Gizzy. I want to be saved. Is a gizzy. I want to be saved. That rap song. But see, this Queen of Swords saw through the illusion. This Queen of Swords sees through it. Understands that this person sees that she is an empress. This Queen of Swords is an empress and is very well balanced and can see how this person was actually looking, approaching, wanting the desires to be, like I said, wanting to be like the King of Cups, but just having these desires. But with this whole thing, this person doesn't see there's this whole backstory to her. This whole backstory. Something that cannot be explained. She's been through too much. She understands when she's being fed, but she understands when someone wants her to feed them. It's a big difference. Because she is a high priestess as well as an empress. Like I said, there's a whole backstory to this lady. It's something that people don't understand. They can't tell it from the outside. They see her from the outside and they think, oh, she looks like this. Oh, she looks like that. She must think like this. She must think like that. But what they don't see is, although she doesn't have to have her sword drawn, she knows how to protect herself. She knows what to do, what to say, what not to do, what not to say. She don't have to draw guns at every interaction. She don't even have to touch the guns at every interaction. She just lets it be known what it is that she wants to be said. And she says it in no uncertain terms. This one is with the gift. This one is easygoing and very protected. She don't have to holler. She don't have to hoop. She don't have to say, look at me, look at me, look at me. She just lets somebody know yes or no. Now somebody else, they may be all in their feelings because whatever they was going to try to work on wasn't working out. Maybe they something about what they got going on at home. But whatever it is, she's strong enough to see the truth. And she's strong enough to keep it pushing. She's strong enough to and wise enough to understand when the energy feels off. Not just the physical energy, but the mental energy, the communication. It's like saying something just to say something. But trust and believe there is going to be a final decision that's made. Someone is going to be walking away. But right now, someone is just taking in the sights, enjoying their time in the sun, but looking very clearly and remembering everything that they've already been through and everything that's already been done. So what is coming in that they're not expecting? Besides this person, it can't get you off their mind, really. Someone is thinking about you. Someone is thinking about something. Someone is feeling a certain way. Maybe trapped. It's something that's happened. You know, yeah. Something that they were maybe feeling off balance at that moment, at that time, and they made a decision, you know. But they also, it's like they were I don't know if maybe they were having a weak moment or they were just saying, I'm just gonna live life, I'm just gonna make this decision. But it's like when they did it, after they did it, it's like they just kind of feel haunted by it, by the decision that they made. Because could be something that they feel may affect their home life. Could be a decision that they feel is going to turn everything upside down and end something. end something because they made a decision to move forward. What's the final message? Something about someone learning, something about spirituality, and the difference of religion and spirituality. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Hanged Woman in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. It's like maybe someone is making a decision to not leave a situation. Someone is deciding not to leave a situation, but to move forward. I kind of feel like they're moving forward because the Sun, even though it's in reverse, is still the happiest card in the deck. They're moving forward with some, I feel like, reservations. But they're choosing not to move forward like in this Three of Cups fashion. It's like someone wants to have a talk. They want to talk about maybe something that they see in you, or they want to talk about something that they see in you, a path that maybe they're contemplating on taking. Because somebody is understanding that there's something different about you. I feel like this Queen of Swords can see through the clouds of confusion and the illusion. And that's what this person, they see through the clouds of confusion and illusion. A decision has been made. Whoa, something flew all the way over there. Somebody don't want someone to know that a decision has been made, but a decision has been made. It's like sideways, it was justice on the outcome. It flew on the outcome. Like maybe somebody is starting some type of something with legal, something that's trying to move things forward so that it's, maybe somebody has made it to somebody, there's a decision that's been made. And it has to do with moving forward. It could have to do with relocating, but what someone doesn't want you to see is they definitely made a decision. It's like they maybe are at the starting point of something, but there's no going back. I'm done. There's no going back. What's the rest of the message, Spirit? What's the rest of the message? What's the rest of the message? Or is that it? Yeah, something about some type of giving and receiving, some type of fairness. How maybe someone likes this loving communication. that they receive. But it's like someone feels like there's no going back. Yeah. They're ready for a brand new start. They're ready for a brand new start. Something with passion, something with excitement, something with a future, something where somebody or something is a brand new start. And what they put in, it's like they're happy about it. The sun, this is the brightest card in the deck, the sun. It may be they're happy with this person, that there's this whole backstory to. It's almost like this backstory that no one knows about. No one knows about this person. No one knows nothing about this person. You know? Nothing. And they wanted to check this person out. They wanted to purposely not move forward right away. They didn't want to move forward right away so that they could check this person out. And that's what they were doing. And now they're ready to move forward. What else? Last card. Okay. Yeah. Page of Cups and the Five of Swords. It's like somebody, they know that, someone knows that, like, you might be receiving some type of sweet communication or something, and somebody can't stand it. They cannot stand it. They didn't want this. They wanted somebody to come out and be just as negative. To come out and be like da 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 da, cussing you out and doing this and doing that and look at me and how come you not, and wait, I thought, doing the just absolute most. It's damn much. But instead, this person is not like that. This person don't make you feel trapped. This person makes you feel loved. Well, I hope that y'all have a great day and subscribe.